on in a couple of hours with a live preview. But this is a game we need to win, but we have a few injury doubts regarding this game. According to Arteta, in the last few hours, he came out and said Ben White is a doubt. He hasn't trained this week. Do you believe that? Very interesting. It says Gabriel Magalhaes will have to wait for that he's going to train because he did his press conference before training to see whether he's going to be available for the squad. Even though we heard yesterday from an Arsenal journalist who is always in the know when it comes to Arsenal news saying Gabriel Magalhaes was even in contention for the game against Preston North End, which we won on Wednesday 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. But somehow we have to wait to see if Gabriel is going to train today. Arteta with his mind games. I'm not asking for Friday as we discuss the injury doubts for Arsenal going to St. James's Park to play against Newcastle. We know how feisty Newcastle can be, how intimidating the atmosphere can be. So before we get into the integrity of Newcastle against Arsenal, do me that kind of favor, please strike the like button. Very important. Sorry. Okay. Please strike the like button. Very important. Subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, 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 very important. So we know how we've been hit with injuries this season, unfortunately, especially defensively, right? We have been chopping and changing. There's suspensions. So Saliba didn't play the last game against Newcastle. Then Gabriel Magalhaes pulls up a knee injury during the game. Kivior comes in, withdraw points against Bournemouth. Gabriel was sent off for a very debatable red card that was initially yellow. That's it. That's story for another day. But defensively, Calafuri Pools has been injured in and out of the team. So we've not been lucky when it comes to injuries. But against Newcastle, this is a game that's kind of very dicey. I'm not doing a preview. I'll be doing a preview later with my friend Fosa. I'll be on standby for that one in a couple of hours doing a live preview. But this is a game we need to win, but we have a few injury doubts regarding this game. According to Arteta, in the last few hours, he came out and said Ben White is a doubt. He hasn't trained this week. Do you believe that? Very interesting. It says Gabriel Magalhaes will have to wait for that he's going to train because he did his press conference before training to see whether he's going to be available for the squad. Even though we heard yesterday from an Arsenal journalist who is always in the know when it comes to Arsenal news saying Gabriel Magalhaes was even in contention for the game against Preston North End, which we won on Wednesday 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. But somehow we have to wait to see if Gabriel is going to train today. Arteta with his mind games. I'm not against it. I understand that you don't want to give the opposition managers and coaches a hint about your team news, but at the same time, we're not all silly. We know you're playing mind games. We know Gabriel is going to be fit. When it comes to Ben White, he played full 90 minutes against Liverpool. I don't know what happened. So according to reports, he should be fit for this game. And I believe Ben White is in contention. I should be fit for this game, even though Arteta is telling us Ben White and Gabriel are huge doubts. We know Calafuri should be back after the international break. Unfortunately, Tomiyasu, oh Lord, what a waste of time sometimes. I'm sorry to use that because Tomiyasu, we know when fit, is a fantastic defender that can play across the back, left center half, right back, right center half. He can do a fantastic job, more than average job. But unfortunately, he has a problem of availability. He can't stay fit. This guy played just 10 minutes against Southampton after a long layoff. And guess what? He gets injured again. So, Tomiyasu, let's hope when he gets back after the international break, hopefully, he can stay fit for the rest of the season. So, for now, we have a few doubts regarding the Newcastle game. But hopefully, we can get likes of Timber, who played for 5 minutes against Preston North End successfully. And he came out on scale. Gabriel back. Saliba played 90 minutes against Preston North End, should be fit for this game. And Ben White, I think Ben White should be fit. So if you can have 4 fit defenders to negotiate Newcastle game, I'm happy. I'm happy because it's getting a bit scary with the consistent injuries. Not only Arsenal is suffering, there's Man City, other teams are suffering this consistent injuries to players, and we know why. We don't want to discuss, we'll have that conversation another day. But I'm very confident that we can get 4 quality defenders to play against Newcastle. Newcastle have not won in the last 5 games, but when Arsenal comes to town, we know most of these teams suddenly want to give or play the games of their life. So hopefully we can get 4 quality defenders. Now there's still Zinchenko, right? They can do a decent job as a left back, depending on the winger who's going playing against him. So we are not overly thin, but the quality will have like when you take away the fact that Calafuri is not available, that's a top quality defender that we should be making use of. Tomiyasu, another one. Gabriel 50-50. I think Gabriel will fit. So that is scary and potentially Ben White should be fit. But when your manager is saying, let's see how it goes, it puts you on the edge because we are, I think, 5 points behind. You don't want to make it 8 points behind or 7 points behind Manchester City. Even though it's early, it's just 10 games, but you don't want to leave that gap. It will be very, very, it's not, I'm not saying it's insurmountable, but Man City, we can't claim Man City a juggernaut. They have the experience, they are capable of going on a run. I'll give them that gap. In terms of we being behind them with that kind of gap is not just suitable. So we have to make sure, injuries or no injuries, we have to find a way. I'm not saying injuries are not quality reasons, but when it comes to negotiating the Premier League, you cannot use that because at the end of the day, these same fans will turn on you, forgetting that you had set some numbers of injuries during the season. So we have to find a way to actually patch up the defenders, play them. Hopefully they come out unscathed and win at Newcastle. So watch out for the preview in the next few hours live on this channel. So let me know what you think about Arteta's saying Ben White and Gabriel will not be available, which I think they will be available. Because one more time, if Gabriel was in contention for the Preston North End's game, and according to report, Ben White was just rested, not that he's injured, you should know that Arteta is playing mind games one more time. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, we'll find out very soon. So like the video on your way out, very, very important. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell one more time. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. I'll be expecting your comments in the comment section, and I'll be reacting to some of them. Bye for now.